Welcome back students, myself Pranali Gaikwad, lecturer, Biology Department, Arihant Arts, Commerce and Science, Junior College, Bhavdhan, Pune. Today we are going to see reproduction in lower and higher animal. Introduction part. What do you mean by reproduction? It is a biological process of formation of new life form from pre-existing life form. Reproduction in animal mainly occurs by two methods, that is sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. In today's session we are going to see asexual reproduction in detail in animals. We'll see first what do you mean by sexual reproduction so that you can get a better idea regarding asexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, both the sexes are involved and male and female gametes are fused together by a process of fertilization to form a zygote. Here, zygote grows into a new individual organism. Zygote is diploid in nature while gametes from male and female parent are haploid in nature. These gametes are basically formed by meiosis, which is a cell division type where there is reductional division. Now let's see what do you mean by asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction commonly occurs in lower animals, and here formation of progeny is by single parent as it does not involve both the sexes. Hence there is no gamete formation and there is no fusion. So it is called as asexual reproduction. The progeny or daughter cell genetically identical to the single parent, hence it is referred as clone. Lower animals reproduce asexually by various methods such as binary fusion, gemule formation, budding, regeneration, etc. We'll see these one by one. First we will see what do you mean by gemule formation. It is a method of asexual reproduction in animals. Gemule is an internal bud formed in sponges. Spongilla is an example of gemule formation. These are the masses or cell aggregations of dormant cells. These are also called as archaeocytes, which are capable into developing in a new organism. Archaeocytes get coated by a thick resistance layer of amoebocyte cells. These are the archaeocytes and they got a layer of amoebocyte cells which gives protection and nourishment to the cells. Gemule is formed to overcome unfavorable condition. Most of the time lower animal shows favorable and unfavorable conditions coordinates with their growth and development. Here gamules are formed to overcome unfavorable conditions, and on return of the favorable conditions of water, temperature and environmental condition, the gamule hatches. These gamule hatches into a new individual. Now let's see what do you mean by budding. Budding, it is a simple method of asexual reproduction and it normally occurs in favorable condition. As gemule formation takes place in unfavorable condition, budding takes place in favorable condition. Hydra is an excellent example of budding. Hydra, it is an organism, single organism or parent organism, and which has a small growth in is produced towards the basal end of the body. Then next, how does it develops? It develops as a bird grows and forms tentacles and mouth. In next step, bird detaches from the parent and becomes an independent organism. This process is called as budding. The young hydra gets detached from the parent independent and becomes an independent organism. Next is regeneration. Regeneration, it is the formation of whole body of organism from small segment. See this, from a small segment there is formation of whole body, or there is replacement of lost part. Replacement of lost part is an you can take example of starfish where they, if they lost their part or one arm, they can regenerate it or replace the lost part again. By this process the organism can fundamentally repair or regrow or restore the lost or damaged part. Though it involves asexual reproduction processes, it differs from the reproduction. Planaria cells becomes active and regenerate lost part or organ. See, in this first, when we take a planaria and it cut it into three parts, first part gets restored into a new individual, then the middle portion, and from third, that is tail portion, also there is formation of new individual. If there is tail, it restores the anterior portion. When there is anterior portion, it restores the posterior portion. Likewise they form a new individual. Fragmentation is another process where asexual reproduction happens in planaria. Here planaria, in planaria the anterior end, this end exerts a pull over the posterior end, and resulting there is a constriction in the middle part, which this constriction leads into splitting of that organism into two pieces. Each piece now grow into a new individual. This is about regeneration. Now let's see sexual reproduction. This is introduction part. We will see in detail in our further slides, in our further sessions. What do you mean by sexual reproduction? Sexual reproduction involves formation of gamete and fertilization, and it involves the production of offspring by formation and fusion of gamete. As I earlier explained this, that male and female gametes fuse together by a process called as fertilization and forms zygote, which gives rise to a new individual or new organism. Sexually reproducing animals shows two main phases in their lifetime: juvenile phase and reproductively maturity phase. Now what do you mean by juvenile phase? The name itself suggests that juvenile means childish or immature phase. It represents the physical growth starting from the birth to physical growth phase comes under juvenile phase, and animals cannot reproduce sexually in this phase as their physical growth is not yet completed. Now reproductive maturation phase attain usually after physical growth is over and all development of their genitals and other reproductive organ happens, hence then they can reproduce sexually in this phase. After attaining sexual maturity, animal exhibits various events in their lifetime. Pre-fertilization, that is gametogenesis and gamete formation. Pre-fertilization is before the fertilization happens. Fertilization is process of fusion of gamete. Hence, for the fusion of gamete, there must be gamete formation and gamete transfer. Hence, gametogenesis is nothing but gamete formation, and gamete transfers are due to copulation and other activities. Next is fertilization, that is fusion of male and female gametes. After fertilization, post-fertilization event happens. Formation of zygote and embryogenesis comes under post-fertilization event. Formation of zygote is due to fusion of gametes, and next to zygote formation, embryogenesis takes place. These animals shows, sexual maturity animals shows various breeding pattern, like goat and sheep and donkey are seasonal breeder. Seasonal breeder means they shows optimal young survival rate in a particular period of time. Hence, that season is uh, that season is for giving birth to young ones, hence they choose the seasonal breeding. While human and apes are continuous breeders and can breed throughout the year, because there is no such condition where they have any unfavorable condition with regard to environment, food, water, and other component which hammers the breeding rate. Concluding this sexual reproduction part, we will see in our next session regarding sexual reproduction and in detail male reproductive and female reproductive systems. Thank you.